2001 Canadian 1-cent coin. Today, we're diving deep into the world of Canadian numismatics, focusing our magnifying glass on a coin that, for many years, was a daily fixture in our pockets and purses, the 2001 Canadian 1-cent coin. It might seem like just another penny, but as we'll discover, the 2001 cent represents a fascinating snapshot of Canadian monetary history, a testament to enduring design, and for some, even a potential treasure. So stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll never look at a penny the same way again. To truly appreciate the 2001 penny, we need to understand its lineage. The Canadian 1-cent coin has a rich history, dating back to 1858 when the province of Canada first issued its own decimal currency. Over the decades, it saw numerous design changes, different compositions, and the familiar effigies of various monarchs, from Queen Victoria to King George VI. The penny was always a workhorse coin, facilitating small transactions, an essential part of daily commerce. By 2001, the Canadian penny had settled into a beloved and iconic design. On the obverse, we have the elegant effigy of Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Susanna Blunt. This portrait, first introduced in 2003, actually appeared on some 2001 pennies, a little quirk we'll get to later. But for the majority of 2001 cents, you'll find the prior effigy by Dora de Pettery-Hunt. On the reverse, the timeless symbol of Canada, two maple leaves on a single twig, designed by G. E. Kruger Gray. This simple yet powerful image has graced the Canadian cent for nearly a century, representing the very essence of the nation. It's a design that evokes autumn, nature, and Canadian identity, and by 2001, it was instantly recognizable to millions. So, how many of these little copper coins were brought into existence in 2001? The Royal Canadian Mint, renowned globally for its precision and innovation, produced a substantial number. In 2001, the total mintage for the 1-cent coin was 828 million. Yes, you heard that right, over 828 million pennies. That's a staggering number, making it seem like your 2001 penny is just one in a sea of identical coins. And for the most part, you'd be right. But as any seasoned collector knows, high mintage doesn't always tell the whole story. This is where things get exciting for collectors. While 828 million pennies sounds like a lot, the 2001 mintage year actually holds a couple of interesting nuances that can significantly impact a coin's value. The Queen's effigy, as I mentioned earlier, 2001 was a transitional year for the Queen's portrait. While the vast majority feature the Dora de Pettery-Hunt effigy, often referred to as the tiara portrait, a small number of 2001 dated cents were struck in 2003 with the new Susanna Blunt effigy. These mule coins, if found in circulation, would be incredibly rare and valuable. However, these were primarily found in special mint sets, not general circulation. Still, it's worth knowing about this anomaly, proof and specimen striking. Beyond the regular circulation strikes, the Royal Canadian Mint also produced special proof and specimen versions of the 2001 cent for collectors. These coins are struck with higher pressure on polished planchets and dies, resulting in a much sharper, more reflective finish. They are not intended for circulation and are significantly rarer, fetching higher prices. Errors and varieties, and then, of course, there are the errors. Minor die breaks, filled dies, off-center strikes, these can occur during the minting process. While less common for the 2001 penny compared to some other years, always keep an eye out for anything that looks unusual. Even a slight anomaly can make a coin unique and more desirable to a collector. The key here is vigilance and a good eye. So, you found a 2001 penny. How do you know if it's worth more than a cent? The answer, for the vast majority of coins, comes down to one crucial factor: condition. Numismatists use a grading scale, often from 1 to 70, to assess a coin's state of preservation. A penny that's been rattling around in circulation for 20+ years, showing wear on the high points of the design, scratches, and discoloration, is still just worth face value. However, a 2001 penny that exhibits original mint luster, that fresh from the mint shine, sharp details, no wear on the Queen's hair, the maple leaves veins, or the lettering, absence of scratches or dings, a clean, unblemished surface, could be worth significantly more. We're talking about coins in uncirculated, AU, or mint state, MS, grades. An MS-65 2001 Canadian penny, particularly if it's a desirable variety or a proof strike, can fetch several dollars, sometimes even tens of dollars, from a collector looking to complete a high-grade set. The story of the 2001 penny isn't just about its creation, but also its eventual demise. By the early 21st century, the penny's purchasing power had significantly diminished. The cost of producing the coin often exceeded its face value, and its usefulness in everyday transactions was being questioned. In 2012, the Canadian government announced it would cease production and distribution of the 1-cent coin. On February 4, 2013, the Royal Canadian Mint officially stopped distributing pennies to financial institutions. While pennies remain legal tender, they are slowly disappearing from circulation. This demonetization makes coins like the 2001 cent not just a piece of currency, but a tangible piece of Canadian history, a relic of an era when every small transaction involved that familiar copper disc. So, should you start hoarding 2001 pennies? For the average circulated coin, no, not really for significant monetary gain. But for the aspiring numismatist, or just someone who appreciates history in their pocket, here's what to look for. Check the date, obvious, but confirm it's 2001. Look for luster. Does it still have a coppery shine, or is it dull and brown? Examine the details. Are the maple leaves sharp? Is the Queen's portrait clear? Check for errors. While rare, a careful eye can spot a unique mint error. Consider proof/specimen sets. These are where the true collector value often lies for this year. Storage is key. If you find a nice example, store it properly in non-PVC flips or slabs to preserve its condition. Remember, the real joy of collecting isn't always about striking it rich, but about the hunt, the history, and the connection to the past. The 2001 Canadian 1-cent coin might be small, and it might be slowly fading from our daily lives, but its story is anything but insignificant. It represents a piece of Canada's economic fabric, a consistent symbol of its natural beauty, and a testament to the Royal Canadian Mint's craftsmanship. For collectors, it offers opportunities for discovery and appreciation of numismatic art. It's a reminder that even the most common objects can hold hidden depths and fascinating histories if we just take a moment to look a little closer. So next time you stumble upon a Canadian penny, perhaps a 2001, take a moment. Appreciate its journey, its design, and the quiet role it played in millions of transactions. Thanks for watching, and happy collecting!